The Naperville City Council is struggling to plug a $5 to $7 million hole in the 2012 budget proposal. At a recent budget workshop meeting, city staff presented ideas to cut services and personnel. NCTV 17's Jennie Barger has more on the council's discussions.
As we worked through the list, great discussion.
By the end of a 5-hour budget workshop meeting, council members found $3 million in cuts they could make to the city's financial proposal.
Well, this thing called government is difficult to administer because you've got 9 people up there and all 9 of them have different ideas. And so you have to come together and you have to make collective decisions that sometimes everybody doesn't like, but it's probably the best thing for what's going on.
The longest discussion of the night surrounded the city's leaf pickup program. It costs Naperville just over $1 million a year. City council members considered chopping that budget by as much as a third. But Naperville Public Works Director Dave Van Voren said there's no way to continue the program at that price without service cuts.
It's a challenge to us to meet their expectations of a program that they asked the city to do for them. And we've been kind of empowered to try to complete that. And it's managing those expectations that become more and more difficult.
Some other possibilities for raising revenue: the city may raise parking ticket fees from the current $15 amount. Council members also reached a consensus to combine the Zoning Board of Appeals and the Plan Commission, lengthening both commercial and residential inspection times and canceling the citywide survey. 3 departments that escaped further budget cuts: the police department, which recently lost 6 positions, the fire department, and the city legal department.
I'm going to do the very best I can to manage the resources I have and to deploy them in the city the way I think they need to be deployed to keep our emergency responses low and the service level high in the community.
With over 70%, or nearly 70%, I should say, of the ambulance as our total call volume, it's important for us to preserve those vehicles as much as possible. So I'm glad the decision was made to keep those ambulances out on the street.
Even with these reductions, the proposed budget still suffers from a gap adding up to as much as $4 million.
We left with additional items that we had called for the city manager to take additional closer look at, which will bring us some additional savings as we go down in the future here.
City staff will consider council's feedback, reevaluate, and present their suggestions at the next budget meeting on December 13th. Reporting from City Hall, Jennie Barger, Naperville News 17.